Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So before this video starts, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Daniel, who sent me some images for the next Life is Strange comic, Forget Me Not. Now this is a continuation of Life is Strange True Colors, and it follows the ending where Alex is with Steph and the two leave Haven. And I'm pretty sure they leave Haven, and I'm going to explain why. But before I do, we're going to start at the beginning. I'm going to go through all the pages. I'm going to go over my thoughts, my theories I have, and I do have a few in mind, but for this video it's just going to be about what these next pages, or these few pages, tell us. Now, while we don't know exactly what year this comic will take place in, we know that it takes place after the ending of Life is Strange True Colors, where Alex ends up with Steph and the two leave Haven. So if I had to take a shot in the dark, I'd say this comic will take place a year or two after True Colors. Now, we actually do have a sort of set location where the two are, and that is in LA. And when you read one of the pages, you'll notice that Steph makes a comment about Alex being upset, having something to do with the LA apartment. So we can assume that if they're not in LA, then they're leaving LA, as the other panels show them driving and there's a bunch of trees around them. So maybe if not in LA, they're outside of LA. It's not clear why Alex is upset, but if I had to take one of the two guess based on what Steph said, I'm gonna say that maybe it's because she's upset that she and Steph don't have a home. Like, they're driving around in was it a van or a bus, or just like a little home on wheels, like Meals on Wheels. Bad joke. But yeah, maybe that's why, it's not much space, and like I can't imagine like having to if it's got a bathroom, then having to drain it, just because I've been to one of those. I haven't changed it or anything, but I know how much of a bitch it can be for people to drain out the septic. So after Alex and Steph share a brief kiss, we see Steph go onto the roof. She's just been a goofball and just shouting out to the world. And one of the things I noticed is just before she gets to the roof, you can see that there's Alex's guitar case in the background, and it's the one we see at the end of True Colors when she goes to sing at the end, because there's two endings. This one, as you all know, one where she stays in Arcadia Bay, and then the other one, if she chooses to leave, she's got the case with her, the guitar case. And we don't see who or what she's like we don't know where she is or what the crowd is. Like, is she in a restaurant? Is she in a bar? Has she got a gig or something? Hopefully this comic will explain that. Now, while they're on the road, Alex sees a small girl, and this is where we're introduced to a new character of the series called Lily. Now, what I find interesting about Lily is, for those of you who need a reminder, Alex's powers like emotion. She can sense she's basically an empath, and the game shows you the emotions of other people around her. And there, in certain instances in the game, Alex can absorb those emotions, like with Gabe's girlfriend. I think it was his girlfriend. It's been a while since I played it, but she had all this anger, and Alex had the opportunity to take it away from her. But it affects her later on. Another instance was this cop guy that was scared of I forget what the company's name is, but Alex has the opportunity to take away his fear. But what's interesting here is that this girl Lily is, rather than just have one color of emotion, she has multiple. Now, for me, if I had to take a shot in the dark, and it's probably not true, I'd say she has bipolar disorder. So when someone suffers from mood swings, So maybe that's it. And when Alex reaches out her hand, we see that she's shocked. Something is clearly wrong. This little girl is very different, and Alex just looks like dumbfounded. So what could it be? Because I don't think it's gonna be like a simple, like, I don't think it's gonna be simply she's got bipolar, as I joke, but it would be very interesting to see what it is that she's going through. Maybe she has multiple split personality disorder. I don't know, but that is very interesting. I do plan to read this comic when it comes out, so hopefully we'll know more by then. And speaking of the comics, I want to make this very clear because this might confuse some people. Now, when I read the Life is Strange comics, those, like, all the games are canon, they're in the same universe. Now the comic is like a spin-off, it's an alternate universe, and as we all know, Max in that travels to another universe, and then she finally gets back to her one. Now here's what's confusing about that, cause, so we in the last issue, or the second last issue, Max, Chloe, and Rachel meet up with Steph, and one of the things that I'm not too sure about, which is a bit confusing, is if this is that timeline where Max met Steph, then Max going back to her original timeline to be with her Chloe means that Max is not going to make an appearance in this. Like, we'll probably see, I have no proof for this, but if I had to guess, I'd say maybe Chloe and Rachel and the High C members can make an appearance, but I don't think Max will make a cameo, because she finally got back to her world, she's finally happy, and just leave it like that, you know, because I was reading the comics for years, and it was like they were stringing us along. When you think, oh, she's gonna go back to her timeline, oh no, Tristan jumped in, she can't, what? I was not happy about that, but yeah, just leave Max alone, just let her be happy. But that's really all I had to talk about. I do have other theory videos I'm working on. I would like to discuss them with all of you, but for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Shout out to Dr. Daniel once again for letting me know about these pages. Anyways, all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.